Brian, I think people's minds, as you head into this playoff game, will probably go back to your last playoff game and how that went. How have you dealt with that this week and even just through the year?
No, we haven't talked about it. It's a new team, right? New year. We've battle tested through 18 games this year. Obviously, that's a focus. Taking care of the football. I ended every drive with a kick, and in the cover units as well, right? Can't have a return game. We got to stop them. I got two great returners, right? But I've been part of so many games where you give off a punt return, or you give up a kickoff return, it doesn't really end well for you. So that's been a focus for us this week.
What have you seen from Chad this week?
I think he's been pretty sharp. I think you're always going to have some ups and downs throughout the week when you're going through different scout cars, different looks like that. But he's had a sharp week. I think he's really turned it on the last few weeks as far as getting the rust off. So expect him to have a big game. Like I said, he doesn't have to be a superhero. He just got to manage the football game. Put us in good spots to be successful.
Listed as a game time decision. I don't know how much you want to share on that, like what your confidence is in him starting.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's the thing. If we're only going to dress 7 receivers potentially, if he can't go, if we dress him, we're going to lose a roster spot. So, really just going to see how it goes tomorrow, see how he feels. But I don't want to put him out there and risk further injury as well. So that's kind of where we're at with there.
Ottawa has Braylon Addison as their starting running back. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean they played that roster last week, so I don't know if that was adjustment last week to get ready for this week. They feel like that maybe that roster matches up a little bit better for our defense. So we got to look at that. I mean, if they're going to have him in protection, or is he on the field? It's either run or 5-man protection. So there's some things we got to look at as far as how we want to attack that.
You play different sports, watch different sports as a fan. What makes playoff football so different and so exciting?
I think just the intensity of it, right? You're seeing the best teams in the league play and battle out for an opportunity to host up a great cup. I think the players, you work so hard to get here, right? And that's why you do it. So it's a grind. It's not easy. Coaches spend a lot of hours, away from our families and things like that. So those are sacrifices you make to get to the stage. So now it's here. It's in front of us. I think guys are excited for it. Playoff football is what you sign up to do this sport, right? You want to play against the best teams in the league. Competition is going to be great. Looking forward to tomorrow.
All right. Sort of a question for both of you guys. Chad, if you want to take it first. People's minds, I think, when they look at you guys going into the playoffs, they think back to your last playoff game and how that went. Have you thought about that, and how do you deal with that, I guess, just this week and even just over the last year?
No, we don't focus on what happened in the past. We're focused on this game and only this game.
How do you feel?
Same. You take those lenses, you learn from them, and then you move on from them. It's a totally different game, totally different team, new season. So that's the past is the past.
What were the lessons?
Just the way you finish, the way we got to come out, the way we got to compete, and what it takes to win the games.
Demonte Coxey's a game time decision. Chad, how does that impact you as you go out on the field, whether he's there or not?
Yeah, of course it impacts the offense. Hopefully he can go. But, it's next man up mentality. That's how it's always been. That's how it has to be. We just got to make sure we keep the intensity up.
When Ottawa's been an undisciplined team this year, not really against you guys. I think the penalties were pretty tame in both games. But is that something that you can kind of play to your advantage?
Yeah, well, you want to make sure that we focus on ourselves and, let them do their own harm to themselves. We want to make sure we play disciplined ball. We want to make sure we're not getting any penalties, penalty free, because we got one mind, we got one goal in mind. So, and that's to win this game. We want to know.
You've got Braylon Addison listed as their starting running back. How does that impact things for you?
He's a guy they can use in a lot of different places, a lot of different areas. They can do different things with him. But it doesn't really change our game plan. We're going to come out, do what we do, and just make sure we communicate.
You guys both grew up watching different sports, football and basketball. What makes football different? What makes a football playoff game and a football atmosphere of a playoff game a little bit different than other sports?
Man, the energy. You can feel it. Shit is starting now. You can feel it now just when you walk into the stadium. The fan life. And then, everybody's awareness, everybody's intensity is up. Everybody's, the hairs on your neck are standing up. And, you could just feel it. It's a way more physical game. It's a totally different game than in the regular season. Teams can run things that they wouldn't normally run because, you don't know if you're going to get the chance to again. So, everything's on the table.
Same question?
I think it's just one game at a time, right? I mean, there's no do-over, so obviously it means a lot more than every other, league, really. So.